Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students of class 8. How are you? I hope you have completed third assignment. But students, that assignment was not completed. It means that the chapter which was started in that assignment, it was not completed. All the question answers were not given in that assignment. So today I am giving you one more assignment, that is assignment number 4, in which the topics will be completed inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so 3 types of the chemical reaction were left. So in the fourth video or the fourth assignment, we are giving all the types of remaining chemical reactions. Out of this, one of the reaction is fermentation reactions. So for getting the concept of the fermentation chemical reactions, come on page number 64. Yes, come on 64 page number, and now see on the top of the page, that is the fermentation process. Okay, you can see that the process is completely described on this page. So first of all, I will explain the chemical reaction, and then I will tell you then how you will write down the answer of this question. You have come on page number 64 for looking at the process fermentation. What is mean by fermentation, students? It is actually a chemical reaction or the chemical process in which always the product is ethanol. What is ethanol? Ethanol is a kind of the alcohol, and you all know about the alcohol. Okay, what kind of the alcohol is the product which is obtained by the fermentation of sugar. Okay, any kind of the sugar is used for fermenting to produce any kind of alcohol. For example, ethyl alcohol like ethanol, for example methyl alcohol like the methanol. Okay, so along with the production of the ethanol, always we will get a gas which is released during the process. This is known as the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so these are the constant product always we get by the process of fermentation. This is a chemical reaction. Okay, so what kind of the fungus is used for the process? Yeast. In the presence of yeast, which is a kind of fungus, is used for fermenting glucose. Okay, so glucose yani sugar. Glucose is one kind of sugar which is fermented in the presence of fungus, that is yeast, to give us ethanol, that is alcohol, and a gas, that is carbon dioxide, and that is and by releasing the gas, the product is fermented easily. Okay, so sugar, if we are taking glucose, the chemical formula of glucose is C6H12O6. You can see on board clearly. And when it is decomposed in the presence of yeast, actually yeast is acting as a catalyst which is not involving in the reaction. It is just acting as a catalyst. It involves in decomposing the sugar molecule to convert it into the ethyl alcohol as well as the gas, which is carbon dioxide. Okay, so where this process is applicable, or in which field we can use the process of fermentation, or what is the importance of the process of fermentation, we must know this now. Okay, mostly this process is applied or used in different industries, like you can say that in making the bread or in making ethanol. Okay, any kind of the alcohol, the process of fermentation is utilized. Yes, my dear student, okay, what is meant by neutralization? I have put the arrowhead. Neutralization means acid-base reaction, or in other words, this is the process of salt formation. Got it, students? So simply whenever you heard the word neutralization, so that means it is the type of the chemical reaction in which always acids can combine or react with a base, always produce salt and water. Okay, so salt is always the product of the process of neutralization. So what is the application of the process? Okay, this process is always used in producing any kind of the salt. Okay, so now I have described about the acids and base, that how can you recognize what substances are called as the acid and what substances are called as the base. So I am repeating once. Hydrochloric acids is a type of acid. So how can you recognize that this is acid? I am writing here acid, so you can recognize. No, this is not a way for recognizing the acid. Actually, if I write instead of hydrochloric acid hydrogen chloride, then you can never recognize that this substance is the acid. So there is an identification. If all those substances which contain hydrogen, what element must be present in the substances? Hydrogen. If any substance possesses hydrogen, that substance is called as an acid. Okay, and all those substances which possess OH, ion or radical, so these all substances are called as the base. Okay, so bases are containing OH negative ion, while acids are containing H positive ion. Got it now? So this H from acid will combine with this OH from base to form water, H2O. Okay, so this production of water molecule will neutralize the reaction. So that's why such reactions are called as the neutralization reaction. On the other side, I have explained such reactions are also called as the salt formation reactions. So why we are saying? Because in these reactions always we are producing salt. Okay, so sodium, that is Na, will be taken from a base that will combine with Cl from any acid. Okay, so they will combine together and to produce NaCl. NaCl is sodium chloride, which is a salt. So what is neutralization? Neutralization reaction is the process in which acids and bases are react together and produce salt and water. Now see another type of the chemical reaction. You will see that is precipitation reactions. Okay, what are the precipitation reactions? So for getting the concept of such reactions, you must know the word precipitates. I am highlighting the word Precipitates. Precipitates are actually the tiny insoluble solid particles. Means precipitates are those particles which are produced or formed during the reaction, but they are not soluble in water. So all those water insoluble substances which are producing during the reaction are called as the precipitates, and the process in which precipitates or the insoluble particles are producing such reactions are called as the precipitation reactions. So for this you will have to come on page number 63. On this page you will have the complete stuff. Okay, so see the example. For example, I am reacting silver nitrate solution, that is the aqueous solution, means silver nitrate is dissolved in water. So every substance which is dissolved in water is called as the aqueous solution. The word aqua gives us the meaning of water. So if we are mixing any substance, any compound in water, so that solution is called as the aqueous solution. So first of all we will use the aqueous solution of silver nitrate. So that will mix with the aqueous solution of sodium chloride. That's why I have written over here soluble and soluble. Means no particles are seen in the solution. It means silver nitrate is completely dissolved in water. Here you will not see any kind of the hanging particle or the suspended particle in the solution. So it means that sodium chloride is highly soluble in water. Okay, so when these two soluble compounds are react together, then a compound is produced as a product which is called as the silver chloride. But silver chloride is not soluble in water. Okay, so it is actually insoluble, so that's why this is the precipitate. Instead of precipitate, as an abbreviation we can write PPT. Okay, so for not writing the complete or the full spelling of the precipitate, we can write PPT. PPT represents precipitates, and precipitates are the insoluble particles. And insoluble particles किस compound के produce हो रहे हैं? Silver chloride के. Silver chloride is not soluble in water. But along with this product we will get another product during this reaction, that is sodium nitrate, and sodium nitrate is soluble in water. Okay, so it means that सॉलिबिलिटी के लिए हमें ये चीज़ कम्प्लीटली हमें हाईलाइट करनी पड़ती है कि अगर हमें कोई पार्टिकल हमें नज़र नहीं आ रहा है सॉल्यूशन के अंदर, इट विल शो द कंप्लीट सॉलिबिलिटी ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट. See that, students, for writing silver nitrate, I am writing the formula in the equation form. I am explaining once again. AgNO3 is silver nitrate that is combining with NaCl, that is sodium chloride, to produce AgCl, which is silver chloride, and another product is producing sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Got it now? So in the whole chemical equation, you have seen only one PPT is formed, that is of AgCl. Only AgCl is insoluble in water. So if in any chemical reaction and insoluble particles are produced, so such reactions are called as the precipitation reactions. Now come on the assignment, students. As I have told you that this is the connecting assignment, and it is concerned, it is related to chapter number 6, and first 7 questions I have given to you, and you will have to start from the next question, that is question number 8, and you will complete this assignment till question number 10. Okay, so after completing total 7 questions in the previous, you may complete, you will start writing question number 8 on the same page, or you may start from the next page. It's up to you. There is no any instructions, no need to make the title page once again. So you may continue from the same page, or you may start from the next page. Okay, so for question number 8, I have explained what is meant by fermentation and what is produced when a sugar such as glucose is fermented. Okay, for the answer you will see page number 64, as well as you are instructed, you must watch the video for getting the right answer or the correct answer. Okay, yes, come on page number 64 and see the process of the fermentation. In fermentation, I have explained each and everything. Okay, what is produced when glucose is fermented? You have seen that alcohol is produced when glucose or sugar is fermented in the presence of yeast. Okay, so from starting, fermentation is the process by which sugar is turned into ethanol by the fungus, that is yeast. Carbon dioxide is produced as a waste product. Okay, and the main product is ethanol, right? तो स्टूडेंट्स, आपने यहाँ से लेकर केमिकल इक्वेशन तक, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड तक आप अपना आंसर कंप्लीट कर सकते हैं. एंड एज आई हैव मेंशन ऑन बोर्ड एज एप्लीकेशन और द यूजेस ऑफ द प्रोसेस ऑफ फर्मेंटेशन के इन आवर डेली लाइफ, where or in which field we can use the process of fermentation. So you can write in points as I have written on board, or you may write the remaining 2 lines as the answer of this, where is the applied, where the process can be applied. Okay, so you may write it down easily. Now come on the next question, question number 9, that is about the short note on the following topics. Number 1, neutralization reaction, and for the answer you will see page number 62. And the next topic or the next type of the chemical reaction on which you will have to write down the short note, it is precipitation reactions, and both of the reactions I have explained in very much clearly. And for this you may again see the page number 63 for getting the right answer, the proper wording, or you can watch the video again and again for getting the correct wording for the answer. Yes, students, come on page number 62 for seeing the reaction or the type of reaction, that's neutralization reaction. So you will give the heading of short note and you will give the next heading of neutralization reaction. Then you will start from here. These are reactions where an acid reacts with an alkali to form a metal salt and water. Okay, आपने बस यहाँ तक लिखना है. डू नॉट राइट डाउन द इंस्ट्रक्शन दैट सी पेज नंबर 72 for more information, so you will cut it down. Okay, do not write down the instructions given in the bracket. It is not necessary. For short note you will have to cut it down. Okay, then after writing a metal salt and water, you will continue your answer from hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide are neutralized to form sodium chloride and water, and the giving word equation and the symbolic equation you may copy down as it is from page number 62. Okay, then for writing another note on the process of the precipitation, come on page number 63. You may see over here the process of precipitation is mentioned over here very clearly. So you may start from when some solutions are mixed, they react to give product which does not dissolve, it is insoluble. The product appears as tiny solid particles called a precipitate. You may write it from here, and for example will transfer on to the next line. Okay, so यहाँ तक precipitate तक आपने सिंगल लाइन में लिख लिया, एंड फॉर एग्जाम्पल जहाँ से स्टार्ट हो रहा है यहाँ से आप नेक्स्ट लाइन का यूज़ करेंगे और अपने आंसर को कंप्लीट करेंगे. ओके, इसके अलावा जो मैंने वीडियो में एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया आप वो वर्डिंग भी यूज़ कर सकते हो, बुक की वर्डिंग एज इट इज़ यूज़ कर सकते हो. इट्स टोटली अप टू यू कि व्हाट इज़ फीजिबल फॉर यू. ओके, सो फॉर एग्जांपल इफ सिल्वर नाइट्रेट सॉल्यूशन is added to sodium chloride solution, there will be a reaction. Insoluble silver chloride is produced as a precipitate, while sodium nitrate is left in a solution because it is a soluble. So you may see that a word equation, the silver nitrate plus sodium chloride, arrowhead के बाद आप देख रहे हो silver chloride and sodium nitrate is written over here. Then you may write it down. After writing the word equation you can write the symbolic equation in your copies, and your short note will be completed till here. Okay, so no need to give the more instructions, the more information about the reaction, as I have explained. As you are looking at the book, just write it down only. This is enough, this stuff is enough for you. Again come on assignment and see question number 10. What is question number 10? That is about the differences between two processes, that are oxidation and reduction. So for writing the differences you will make two columns. Out of these two columns, in the first column you will labeled oxidation and the second will be labeled as reduction. Okay, so you will write down the differences between these two types of the chemical process. They both are also the chemical processes, the types of the chemical reactions. So how you will differentiate between them? First of all, oxidation and reductions are the process which are totally opposite with each other. Okay, so you will see that if in one process addition of oxygen is occur, then oppositely in the other reaction oxygen is removed from the substance. Okay, see that if in one of the reaction hydrogen is added, then oppositely in another reaction hydrogen is removed. Okay, so with the help of addition of oxygen and removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen and removal of hydrogen, we can differentiate these two chemical reactions, oxidation and reductions. Okay, so you can see the complete description on page number 61 and 63. On 61 you will see the oxidation, on 63 you will see the reduction, and here I have summarized the two processes as a difference. You can see that the first difference is titled as gain or loss of oxygen. Gains means addition, loss means removal. So आप gaining और loosening को आप addition और reducing भी कह सकते हो, और removal का word भी use कर सकते हो. जो भी vocab आपको easy लगे, you can use it for you. I have given the title as gain or loss of oxygen. किस reaction में किस प्रोसेस में ऑक्सीजन का एडिशन होता है और किस में रिडक्शन होता है, ये आप देखिए. ऑक्सीडेशन रिएक्शंस आर द केमिकल रिएक्शंस वेयर ऑक्सीजन इज गेन्ड बाय वन ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट्स. ठीक है, बाय वन ऑफ द रिएक्टेंट का मतलब क्या है कि रिएक्शन जो है कभी भी एक रिएक्टेंट से मतलब होता है वो डिकम्पोजिशन टाइप ऑफ द केमिकल रिएक्शन, लेकिन मोस्टली टू और मोर देन टू रिएक्टेंट्स आर इन्वॉल्व इन द रिएक्शन. Okay, so here we are talking about more than one reactants which are involved in the chemical reaction. So out of these two reactants, from any one reactant in which oxygen is added, okay, so such reactions are called as the oxidation reaction. जब किसी भी chemical reaction में किसी substance के अंदर oxygen add हो जाए तो उन reactions को हम कहते हैं oxidation reactions. On the other side, अगर ऑपोजिटली अब अगर हम यह देखें कि किसी सब्सटेंस से ऑक्सीजन रिमूव हो जाए, यानी वो सब्सटेंस अपने अंदर मौजूद ऑक्सीजन को लूज कर दे, that reaction is called as the reduction reaction. I will show you example on page number 61 and 63 later. Now अभी आप यहाँ देखिए the second difference. that is about the loss or gain of hydrogen. So what will be happen, oxidation is also the process in which the removal of hydrogen occurs from a compound. यानी ऑक्सीडेशन हम उन रिएक्शंस को भी कह सकते हैं कि जिनमें सब्सटेंसेस में से हाइड्रोजन रिमूव हो जाता है, ओके। लेकिन अगर हम ऑपोजिट साइड पर देखते हैं तो रिडक्शन इसका ऑपोजिट रिएक्शन है। किस तरीके से कि अगर ऑक्सीडेशन के अंदर किसी भी सब्सटेंस में से हाइड्रोजन रिमूव हो रहा है तो रिडक्शन के प्रोसेस के अंदर हाइड्रोजन कंपाउंड्स के अंदर ऐड होता है। सो व्हाट इज रिडक्शन? रिडक्शन इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ एडिशन ऑफ हाइड्रोजन, that is known as reduction, okay। So I'll try to show you some examples for giving you more concept about the oxidation and reduction. For this you must come on page number 61. Yes, see page number 61, and here oxidation reactions are described very clearly. So you may see that magnesium is combined with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. You will see that the oxygen is added to magnesium to give us the single product, which is the magnesium oxide. So the process in which oxygen is added to the reactant is called as the oxidation process. And for getting the concept of reduction, come on page number 63. Yes students, see page number 63, and the process is reaction over here. See the process. First of all, I explained that the removal of oxygen from the reactant, from one of the reactant, is called as the reduction reaction. So you may see that from iron oxide oxygen is removed and added to carbon monoxide, okay। So when oxygen is added to carbon monoxide, so definitely oxygen is removing from iron oxide, okay। So when oxygen is removed from one of the reactant, so such reactions is called as the reduction reaction. You will see that after removing or after loosening oxygen from the iron oxide, then iron will get free and you will have carbon dioxide instead of carbon monoxide, okay। Another definition is described over here, that addition of hydrogen to the compound is called as the reduction reaction. For example, here you can see the this example is following both of the definition, that removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen. So this is the best example for getting the concept. Here we have copper oxide, that is having oxygen that is reacting with hydrogen, okay। So what is the role of hydrogen over here? Hydrogen will displace oxygen or replace oxygen from copper oxide, and it will take place of oxygen. After that, copper will get free and water will be formed. It means that the hydrogen is added to the compound to form hydrogen oxide, that is water, okay। So the process of addition of hydrogen is called as the reduction reaction. So I have explained the complete chapter now. In this video, the chapter number 6 is completed, and I have completed the whole assignment to you students. So as you are instructed, you must complete the assignment and submit your copies on the given time. As it is the differences, you may write it down as you and it is given in the worksheet, and you will submit your assignment properly and with the proper margin, with the neat and clean writing, okay students। Allah Hafiz, take care.